What's good, gamers? Welcome back to Fizzy MTG, guys. Today we're going to be doing part 3 of our beautiful 1,000 card box. Place your bets in the comments below how many parts it's going to take me to get through this dang box. Woo! I'm excited for it, though. First card, Light Up the Night, X Red Sorcery. Light Up the Night deals X damage to any target. It deals X damage plus 1 instead if that target is a creature or a planeswalker. And you can flash it back for 4. Remove X loyalty. Oh, flashback 4. Remove X loyalty counters from among planeswalkers you control. If you cast this spell this way, X can't be 0. Wow, okay. Pretty cool. And, oh yeah, baby. I love this card. One of the first times I ever found a combo in Magic was with this card and I think Anger of the Gods in M15 on Steam. And, oh my god, was it awesome. At the beginning of your upkeep, return an instant or sorcery card at random from your graveyard to your hand. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, Charmbreaker Devils gets +4/+0 until the end of turn. So what I would do is I would cast Anger of the Gods, dealing, I think, 3 damage or something to all creatures, wipe my opponent's board, and then swing for 8 with this boy. And then at the beginning of my next turn, because it was the only instant or sorcery in my graveyard, I got back Anger of the Gods and just continued to do that and win, and it was amazing. Erratic Cyclops. 3 and a red for a Cyclops Shaman with Trample and it's a 0/8. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, Erratic Cyclops gets +X/+0 until the end of turn where X is that spell's mana value. That'd be a totally different card. That's hilarious. 0/8. Wildfire Devils. 3 and a red for a creature devil. 4/2. When Wildfire Devils enters the battlefield and at the beginning of your upkeep, choose a player at random. That player exiles an instant or sorcery card from their graveyard. Copy that card. You may cast the copy without paying its mana cost. Dang, that sounds like a fun shenanigan card. Creative Technique. Don't mind if I do. 4 and a red. Sorcery Demonstrate. When you cast a spell, you may copy it. If you do, choose an opponent to also copy it. Wow, okay. Shuffle your library, then reveal cards from the top of it. Wait. Shuffle your library, then reveal cards from the top of it until you reveal a non-land card. Exile that card and put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. You may cast the exiled card without paying its mana cost. Very fun. Leave to chance. Very cool. So Leave has return any number of target permanents you own to hand. Not too bad. And then Chance, which is 4-drop sorcery. Aftermath, cast the spell only from your graveyard, then exile it. Discard any number of cards then draw that many cards. Okay, that actually sounds pretty fun. So I don't mind that card at all. And we got like 6 of them, so heck yeah. Very, very cool. Will we even make it halfway by the end of this video? That's the question on all our minds. Oh, baby. Heck yeah. I love this card. We just got Evra Halcyon Witness. This is a 6-drop for a white and a white legendary creature avatar with lifelink, and you can pay for it, exchange your life total with Evra Halcyon Witness's power. So if you're at the beginning of the game or you haven't lost any life, it would become a 24. So that's actually pretty solid, and it's got lifelink, so you can gain 20 life back immediately if you attack and you deal damage. And thank God, we got like 5 of them suckers. That's great. We love that. Sphinx of Dwar Isle. Very cool. It's a 6-drop for blue, flying shroud. You may look at the top card of your library. Ooh, I like that. And it's just a 5/5. They're really simple. I like that. And we got a few of them. Looks like about 5. Heck yeah, don't mind if I do. Hour of Eternity. XX blue. Sorcery. Exile target creature cards from your graveyard. For each card exiled this way, create a token that's a copy of that card, except it's a 4/4 black zombie. Dang. Okay, that sounds fun. And we got like 4 of those. Next, we have Ludwig's Test Subject. 1 and a blue creature lizard with Defender. Play 1 and a blue. Put a hatchling counter on Ludwig's test subject. Then, if there are 5 or more hatchling counters on it, remove all of them and transform it. And it transforms into Ludwig's Abomination. It is a 13/13 lizard horror with trample. God, I love that. That is sick as heck, dog. Heck yeah, put that in a freaking blue deck and swing it to somebody's face. Heck yeah. Sphinx of Lost Truths. It is a 5-drop. 3, a blue and a blue. For Sphinx with kicker, 1 and a blue. Flying, whenever Sphinx of Lost Truths enters the battlefield, draw 3 cards. Then if it was kicked, discard 3 cards. Whoa, wait, what? That seems weird. Interesting. 3/5. Very cool. Dermoplasm. 2 and a blue for a shapeshifter. Flying, morph for 2 blue. When Dermoplasm is turned face up, you may put a creature card with morph from your hand onto the battlefield face up. If you do, return Dermoplasm to its owner's hand. So that seems pretty fun in a morph deck, I guess. Fleeting Image. 2 and a blue to summon Illusion. Flying, pay 1 and a blue, return Fleeting Image to owner's hand. Interesting. Some old cards here. I like that. Delusions of Mediocrity. 3 and a blue for an enchantment. When Delusion of Mediocrity comes into play, gain 10 life. When Delusion of Mediocrity leaves play, lose 10 life. That sounds kind of fun. Telekinetic Bonds. 2 blue for an enchantment. Whenever a player discards a card from his or her hand, you may pay 1 and a blue. If you do, tap or untap target permanent. Cephalid Shrine. 1 blue enchantment. Whenever a player plays a spell, counter that spell unless that player pays X, where X is the number of cards in all graveyards with the same name as the spell. Denizen of the Deep. I already love this card. It's an 8-drop serpent. When Denizen of the Deep comes into play, return all other creatures you control from play to their owner's hand. It's an 11/11. That's insane. And then we've got Surakar Spellblade. 1 a blue and a blue creature. Surakar. Wow, okay. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, you may put a charge counter on Surakar Spellblade. Whenever Surakar Spellblade deals combat damage to a player, you may draw X cards where X is the number of charge counters on it. Okay. Seagate Lore Master, 4 and a blue. Creature Merfolk Wizard Ally. Draw a card for each ally you control. Sorry, tap draw a card. That sounds pretty good. Goliath Sphinx, 5 blue creature Sphinx with flying. It's an 8/7. Just a real simple card. I like that. Nothing wrong with just a flyer, you know. Gravitational Shift, 3 blue creatures with flying get +2/+0. Creatures without flying get -2/-0. Ooh, okay, that's kind of cool. I think that's from Rise of Eldrazi as well, which is really solid. Sphinx of Jwar Isle, we've already read this one. Really cool. Seagate Lore Master, already read that guy as well. Djinn of Wishes. 3 blue for a creature Djinn. Flying, Djinn of Wishes enters the battlefield with 3 wish counters on it. You can pay 2 blue, remove wish counter from Djinn of Wishes. Reveal the top card of your library. You may play that card without paying its mana cost. If you don't, exile it. Wow, okay. Solid. Drana's Chosen. It is a 4-drop, 3 and a black creature. Vampire Shaman ally. Cohort. Tap an untapped ally you control. Put a 2/2 black zombie creature token onto the battlefield tapped. Dang, okay. A couple of those. Dimensional Infiltrator. It's a 1 and a blue for a Eldrazi with Devoid, which means it's colorless. Flying. Pay 1 and a colorless. Target opponent exiles the top card of his or her library. If it's a land card, you may return Dimensional Infiltrator to its owner's hand. And we've got a few of them. Very cool. Next, we have a Pyrowild Shaman. Goblin Shaman. It's a 3-drop. 2 and a red. Goblin Shaman. Blood Rush. 1 and a red. Discard Pyrowild Shaman. Target attacking creature gets +3/+1 until the end of turn. Whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, if Pyrowild Shaman is in your graveyard, you may pay 3. If you do, return Pyrowild Shaman to your hand. Wow. I like that. And I've got 4 of them, so heck yeah. Alms Beast. It is 2, a white, and a black, so Orzhov. Very cool. Creatures blocking or blocked by Alms Beast have lifelink. Huh, that's interesting. A little weird. 6/6, but I dig it. Only one of those. Mystic Genesis. 2 green and 2 blues. Target creature spell. Sorry, counter target creature spell. Put an XX green ooze creature token onto the battlefield where X is that spell's converted mana cost. Wow, okay. Interesting. Very cool. And then we've got breaking and entering. Okay, for blue and a black, you get a sorcery, which target player puts the top 8 cards of his or her library into his or her graveyard. Fuse, you may cast one or both halves of this card from your hand, which is really cool. And then entering is 4, a black and a red, for put a creature card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control against haste until the end of turn. Dang, okay. Yeah. Okay, we got ourselves an old legend, because it doesn't have the legendary frame, but I dig those as well. This is Exava Rakdos Blood Witch. That sounds very interesting. Legendary creature, human cleric. It is 2, a black and a red, for a first strike haste 3/3 with Unleash. You may have this creature enter the battlefield with a 1/1 counter on it. It can't block as long as it has a 1/1 counter on it. Wow. Each creature you control with a 1/1 counter on it has haste. Oh, baby! That sounds like a fun card to build a deck around. I'm glad I got 2 of those. Renounce the Guilds. 1 and a white. Each player sacrifices a multicolored permanent. Oh, that's cool. Very cool. Interessant. Pyrowild Shaman. We have already read this rare. Very cool. Trait. Doctoring. It's just 1 blue with a lot. It's 1 blue Yu-Gi-Oh card. Sorry about all the interruptions. My dogs are going nuts, and my cat is in there, and he's trying to play, and they're like, we want to play, but too rough, and it's not what I want. Let's see. Change the text of target permanent by replacing all instances of 1 color word with another or 1 basic land type with another until the end of turn. What? Cipher. You may exile this spell card encoded on a creature you control. Whenever that creature deals combat damage to a player, its controller may cast a copy of the encoded card without paying its mana cost. Yeah, that's straight up that's just a Yu-Gi-Oh card. What the heck? That's what that made me think of. Oh, baby. We got ourselves a Lord of the Pit. 4, black, creature, demon, flying, trample. At the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice a creature other than Lord of the Pit. If you can't, Lord of the Pit deals 7 damage to you. Wow. Wow, that's some fun. And yeah, baby, we got 3 of them. Obsidat's Aid. Obsidat, that's such a fun name. It is 3, a white and a black, for a sorcery. Return target permanent card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Heck yeah, very cool. And then we got ourselves Catch and Release. So Catch is, also it's got Fuse. 1, a blue and a red. Gain control of target permanent until end of turn. Untap it. It gains haste until the end of turn. That's a sorcery. And Release, which is also a sorcery, for 4, a red and a white. Each player sacrifices an artifact, a creature, and an enchantment, and a land, and a planeswalker. What the heck? That's a lot of sacrificing stuff there, guys. Ooh, we got some commandery stuff from the Kamigawa. Oh, baby, if we get the boar, I'm going to be so happy just because I love that art. Hannah, Ship's Navigator, for 1, a white and a blue. And it's a human artificer. God, I can never say that word properly the first time. You can pay 1, a white and a blue. Tap, return target artifact or enchantment card from your graveyard to your hand. Very cool. Oh, yeah. We're getting some Kamigawa cards, and oh god, I love the flavor. The art is so good. Katsumasa, the animator, 2, a blue and a blue, for a Moonfolk Artificer. Flying, pay 2 and a blue. Until end of turn, target non-creature artifact you control becomes an artifact creature and gains flying. If it's not a vehicle, it has base power and toughness 1/1 until end of turn. At the beginning of your upkeep, put a 1/1 counter on each of up to 3 target non-creature artifacts. It's a 3/3. Heck yeah, dog. Interesting. Very interesting. Shram, Senior Edificer. This is a 2-drop, 1 and a white, legendary creature, Dwarf Advisor. With when you cast an aura, equipment, or vehicle spell, draw a card. Tashar, Ancestor's Apostle, 3 and a white, legendary creature, Bird Cleric. Flying, Whenever you cast a historic spell, return target creature card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. It's a 2/2, not bad with flying. Oh, God. I don't even remember ever seeing this card. And you better believe I'm excited for it. This is one of the coolest art. What the heck? Ulashed the Hate Seed. What the heck? Okay. 2, a red and a green for a Hellion Hydra. That is weird and interesting. Ulashed the Hate Seed enters the battlefield with a 1/1 counter on it for each other red creature you control with a 1/1 counter on it. And a 1/1 counter on it for each other green creature you control. Pay 1, remove a 1/1 counter from Ulashed Chosen One. Sorry, choose 1. Ulash deals 1 damage to target creature. Create a 1/1 green sapling creature token. Wow. I love that. Thank you for giving me 2 of them. That is insane. I am so happy for that. That is so cool. Just the art is beautiful. Silk Guard for X and a green. Instant. Put a 1/1 counter on each of up to X target creatures you control, or its equipment and modified creatures you control gain hexproof until the end of turn. Ascendant Acolyte. 4 and a green. Ascendant Acolyte enters the battlefield with a 1/1 counter on it for each +1/+1 among creatures you control. At the beginning of your upkeep, double the number of +1/+1 counters on Ascendant Acolyte. Oh, baby, we got a Krinko 10 Street Kingpin, 2 and a red for a legendary creature Goblin. Whenever Krinko 10 Street Kingpin attacks, put a 1/1 counter on it, then create a number of 1/1 red Goblin creature tokens equal to Krinko's power. That's fun. Oh, yeah, I love this card. This card is in big boys because that's a freaking big boy right there. It is a 11-drop, 10 and a green for an avatar. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each creature your opponent controls. When Primeval Protector enters the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on each other creature you control. Holy crap, and it's a freaking 10/10. Oh, yeah, and then we've got Rishkar Pima Renegade. 2 and a green, legendary elf druid. When Rishkar Pima Renegade enters the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures. Each creature you control with a counter on it has tap, add green. Oh my god, I love anything with ramp. We got Starstorm, X, red. Starstorm deals X damage to each creature, and it's got cycling for 3. Heck yeah, I love me some good old-fashioned burn. Another Ulash the Hate Seed. Shifting Shadows. Enchanted creature has haste, and at the beginning of your upkeep, destroy this creature. Reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a creature card. Put the card on the battlefield and attach Shifting Shadow to it. Then put all other cards revealed this way on the bottom of your library in a random order. Wow. That sounds weird and very interesting, honestly. Soul's Majesty, 4 and a green for sorcery. Draw cards equal to the power of target creatures. Target creature you control. That sounds really fun. Shamanic Revelation, 3 green for sorcery. Draw a card for each creature you control. Ferocious, you gain 4 life for each creature you control with power 4 or greater. I like that. And a beautiful Spearbreaker Behemoth, 5 green. Indestructible. It's a beast as well. Pay 1 target creature with power 5 or greater gains indestructible until the end of turn. Wow. And it's a 5/5. That is so cool. So far we haven't got the boar, but the boar may be too expensive for this lot. I don't know. I don't think the boar is that much, but we'll see if we get it by the end or if we get something else. But still, Ulesht, that is a sick as heck art. And I like it probably almost as much as the boar. And it's the same colors, so, you know. Eater of Hope. We've got a 7-drop, 5, a black and a black for a 6/4 demon with flying. Pay 1, sacrifice another creature, regenerate Eater of Hope. Pay 2 and a black, sacrifice 2 other creatures, destroy target creature. Dread Summons. X black. Each player mills X cards for each creature card put into a graveyard this way. You create a tapped 2/2 black zombie creature token. Very fun. Overseer of the Damned. Let's see. 5 black creature demon. Flying when Overseer of the Damned enters the battlefield, you may destroy target creature. Whenever a non-token creature an opponent controls dies, create a tapped 2/2 black zombie creature token. Interesting. Grave Spawn Sovereign. 4, a black and a black for a zombie. Tap 5, untap zombies you control. Put target creature card from your graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. Ooh, from a graveyard. I love that kind of stuff. Open the Graves. Whenever a non-token creature you control dies, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. Midnight Reaper. 2 and a black for a zombie knight. Whenever a non-token creature you control dies, Midnight Reaper deals 1 damage to you, and you draw a card. Nice. Dark Salvation. XX black. Sorcery. Target player creates X 2/2 black zombie creature tokens. Then up to 1 target creature gets -1/-1 until the end of turn for each zombie that player controls. Interesting. Empty the Laboratory. X blue sorcery. Sacrifice X zombies, then reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a number of zombie creature cards equal to the number of zombies sacrificed this way. Put those cards onto the battlefield and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Hordewing Scab. 4 and a blue. Creature, zombie horror, flying. Other zombies you control have flying. Whenever 1 or more zombies you control deal combat damage to 1 or more of your opponents, you may draw cards equal to the number of opponents dealt damage this way. If you do, discard that many cards. Interesting. Shadowkin. 3 and a blue for a shapeshifter with flash. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile... at the beginning of your upkeep, each player mills 3 cards. You may exile a creature card from among the cards milled this way. If you do, Shadowkin becomes a copy of that card, except it has this ability. Interesting. Ghoul's Night Out. I love the flavor of the name there. 3 black sorcery. For each player, choose a creature card in that player's graveyard. Put those cards onto the battlefield under your control. They're black zombies in addition to their other colors and types. They gain Decayed. Interesting. Ravenous Rotbelly. 4 and a black, zombie horror. When Ravenous Rotbelly enters the battlefield, you may sacrifice up to 3 zombies. When you sacrifice 1 or more zombies this way, each opponent sacrifices that many creatures. Wow. Okay, so these are just like some really interesting cards. Is this like from a mono black commander deck or something? Because like seeing a lot of black cards with the same symbol. 3 and a black, creature human rogue. Whenever you sacrifice another creature, exile it. If that creature was a token, put a 1/1 counter on Prowling Geistcatcher. When Prowling Geistcatcher leaves the battlefield, return each card exiled with it to the battlefield under your control. Interesting. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, that is so sick. I love that art. We got Gorex, the Tomb Shell. 6 black legendary creature, zombie turtle. As an additional cost to cast this spell, you may exile any number of creature cards from your graveyard. This spell costs 2 less to cast for each card exiled this way. Death Touch. Whenever Gorex, the Tomb Shell, attacks or dies, choose a card at random exiled with Gorex and put that card into its owner's hand. Okay. Fun. Oh, shoot. That's going to have to do it for this episode, guys. If you enjoyed, leave a like, comment, all that stuff, and hope you guys have had a great day. Look forward to seeing you in the next one. My camera is almost out of time. Later.